Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Itzel and we are the Webb crew. So today I'm going to be making carrots for Jade. So I'm going to make a carrot puree and I wanted to tell you guys how I go ahead and make these. First of all, just so you guys are aware, one carrot will make 8 ounces, so 4 of these little containers. And what I'm going to make today is double that. I want to make about 4 containers for the next 4 days and then 4 to freeze for some future time. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to just go ahead and rinse my carrots first. So come on over and let's go ahead and rinse our carrots. Perfect. So now that they're rinsed, we're going to go ahead and peel them. Awesome, so now that they're all peeled, we're gonna go ahead and cut the little tips off. And then you can just kind of cut them into little pieces so that they're easier to cook. And I have a pot here full of water. And so that's just kind of what I'm gonna use so we can cook them. We'll drop them in there. All right, so now they're all in my pot. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on the stove. So if you wanna follow me, and I obviously could have used a smaller pot, but you just never know. So you wanna go ahead and set it to high. And then just let them cook for a few minutes until they're soft. They'll start to boil and then you can kind of fill them. I'm gonna set them in there for about 7 minutes and then check them. So stick around and then we'll see if they're ready in 7 minutes. All right guys, so my 7-minute timer just went off. As you can see, it's starting to bubble. It hasn't boiled all the way yet, so I just felt them and they still feel pretty hard. So it looks like 7 minutes is too little, at least for my stove. So I'm gonna go ahead and set another 5-minute timer. Hey Siri, set timer for 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right guys, so my 5-minute timer just went off. And they're still pretty hard. So we're gonna have to leave them on here for, let's just go 10 minutes. So then that will equal a total of 17, 22 minutes. See if that works. Let's set another 10-minute timer and see if that gets our carrots the consistency we need to puree them. All right guys, so now that the 10-minute timer has gone off, I'm just checking these. The ones that I'm having more of an issue with are just the thicker ones, but they are getting softer. Let's see. You can see these are pretty soft. Yeah, so I think we might be ready. All right, so now I'm just taking them out and putting them into my bowl here. And then as you can see, you can tell they're pretty soft because I can easily just slowly take them apart. The thicker ones are a little harder, but I think that's okay. I can always just chop them into smaller pieces if needed. All right, so there are my carrots. So we will go ahead and let them dry completely before we go ahead and mash them up. What I will do though is I will get my water ready. So I've decided to just use water because you can always add breast milk when you're mixing it again for, you know, consistency when you're about to give it to your baby. You can always add a little bit. Sometimes it's good because you can just kind of ease them into solids that way, but we haven't had too much of an issue with that. So I think water is just easier for me that way. It just lasts longer. I don't have to worry about, is it gonna go bad? Is it not gonna go bad because of the milk? So again, you can just always add a little bit of milk at the end right before you feed them in just small portions. So I'm gonna grab some water and just leave it on my table, wait for these to cool down, and then we will continue. All right guys, so these are completely cooled off. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my liquid first, just because I found that it actually is a little bit easier to blend. I poured about half a cup of the water. Hopefully that's not too much. I think that'll be perfect. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add a few of my pieces. I don't want to put them all at once. So this is still pretty runny, so that's perfect. I just didn't want it to get stuck. So I'm gonna add some more. I think I'm good to probably add the whole bowl. This one's gonna, there we go. Alright guys, so this is the consistency that I got. So it is almost a little bit thicker than others, but it's already like runny enough, so I think I'm good. There's no chunks. So I think this is the consistency that we want. Also, just so you know, it is a little bit thicker because carrots are just a little bit thicker. So I think if you add any more water, it might water it down, but it's completely up to you. I will just now pour them in here and then also pour them into this and put some in the freezer to go ahead and save them for future meals. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. We do struggle a little bit with the blender. I think it gets stuck, so you have to open it and move it around every so often, which is why I found to put the water in first more helpful. I don't think it should matter, but I think because it is a smaller blender and it's a baby blender, like a baby food blender, it just struggles a little bit. So just move it around with the spatula as much as you can, and then add water for more consistency, or for the consistency you want. Other than that, let me know if you have any questions, and I'm excited for you guys to see, and I'm excited to see myself if Jade likes carrot, not if carrots like Jade. All right guys, so for some weird reason, my carrots only made about 8 ounces, which technically I thought 1 carrot was supposed to make 8 ounces. Anyway, I only made 4. I'll freeze whatever I don't use. I don't think we'll go through the whole thing very much, but I'm going to pour half of it, so about 1 ounce here, so that we can feed Jade. Alright guys, so I think that carrots were a hit. We're still going at it, but I think she seems to like them, so that is a win. Next week, tune in, I'm going to be doing a squash. I'm not sure exactly what kind yet. I've been reading up on, I think there's like a winter squash. I've never cooked it with it before, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of research, but I think squash is one of the next ones that are really easy to make and one of the stage 1 foods. So stick around, we'll make that and we'll see if our babies like it. Hope you enjoyed this video.